I should
Thank
say,
you.
put on an amazing show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I meant you, but I might as well go ahead and include the other Grim. So I
Yeah,
enjoyed
everything
your
I saw was
Nirvana set. So
incredible. Well, thank you.
well, while they're getting their camera situated, there we go.
Hey,
They're
they're
back.
back.
Oh, here we go. I see you,
Back?
all of
You know
you.
what happened? Yeah.
He was
Sorry
in the
about that,
live stream
guys.
without at least one.
Yeah, he got at least one. But yeah, man, thanks again, guys, for organizing this, especially Venom and all of you guys involved. We
Yeah, it was
really
fun.
enjoyed being a part of this and sponsoring the event. Killer performances from everybody. So shout out
Yes.
to all of you guys for all
Yeah.
the hard work.
Sick.
Super sick. Great community you guys have here, man. We're really stoked to be a part of it.
It's very much reciprocated, honestly. Our two communities, like, they gel so well together, and it was one of the things that, it was one of my aims as a founder to bring our communities closer together. I think we've really done it really well this time.
Yeah, I agree. So, well, I guess we'll get started with you, Grim. You want to just tell us a little bit about Vets and Cats, how long you've been around, and you know, just kind of explain a little bit about the band?
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, thanks for having me here. I feel quite out of place and unqualified, but I just a little bit about me. Yeah, I just started streaming a few months ago. I do Rocksmith and stuff, and it was an honor and a pleasure to be a part of this Shredfest 4. I met Venom back in, I don't know, October maybe, through the band I'm in, Vexing Hex, which I play drums for. I'm quite an amateur guitar or bass player, but getting the chance to try and play and stream has been a total blast. Seriously, like I stream maybe Rocksmith twice a week or so now. I used to do it once a week, but it's something I look forward to so much. And getting to be a part of this community has just been incredible. But yeah, Vexing Hex we're on a three-piece occult rock band. We formed we were obsessed to form back in 2014, and we put out our first album in 2018 called Haunt. And some of the tracks from that are actually charted for Rocksmith. That's kind of the reason I even found out about the Rocksmith community, is because the legendary Worths charted our
Yeah,
music, and
well,
yeah, big
Nice.
shout out to Worths. He contacted Cadaverous, my brother and band brethren. He's the lead singer and the guitarist, and he contacted him and said he wanted to put our songs in Rocksmith. So Chris charted or tabbed it out, got it to him, and then we saw a video of him playing Revenant, and then it was like, well, this is cool. And then that kind of was my introduction to Rocksmith. So, and then last year we signed with a new label called Wise Blood Records, which is just a startup. Really, really great guy, Sean, who founded it, and us and another metal band called Mother of Graves who are really just killing it. We were two of the first signees for this. It's an Indianapolis-based label, and through them we re-released our album Haunts just this year in January for physical copies and stuff. So that's been really, really cool. And also through them we released a new single called Red Harvest. So that's kind of what we've got going on. But yeah, I play the drums. I do some singing as well, and it's super surreal to hop into a Rocksmith stream and
Right.
somebody request a Vexing Hex song or something. Usually Venom Hammer, as you can see, wearing a damn
Right.
shirt. But so,
Uh, real
yeah,
quick,
so
real quick, I just want to point out, I seen Fallout put in chat, for all the streamers that participated this weekend. Definitely, everybody, give yourself a round of applause, give yourself a pat on the back. I do agree with that.
100%. Yeah,
Everybody was
yeah.
amazing.
definitely.
Not only our streamers, but I got to say everybody that showed up and supported everybody. Viewers, the charters that have been out there and have made these charts for everybody. It has been, we couldn't be doing this without every single one of you. We all play an important part in this community.
Yeah, it's. I'll just add something quick. I want to make something really clear is that a lot of people over the weekend give me a lot of credit for, like, coming up with the idea of having this community and the idea of Shredfest. Well, it's nothing. It is absolutely nothing without everyone that's in the community. Without everyone, it would just fall on its ass. And with everyone that comes together, where it's all the charters, the staff, the artists, everyone just comes together and helps everyone, and that is what makes Unity what it is. And I just want to say thanks to everyone, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. You've made a real dream come true for me, because not a lot of people don't know me. I've lived in Saudi Arabia for 9 years, pretty much on my own. And you guys have become my family, and it's been an absolute pleasure working with every single one of you people.
It really has. And so Grim, getting back to you, I just want to say I've noticed, because I follow you on Twitter as well. I got to say, just watching those clips that you put on there from your Rocksmith streams, dude, they got me cracking up sometimes. They're hilarious. You,
Oh, well, thank
Yeah,
you.
I absolutely.
Thank you. I try to share some of that stuff because we have some, like any, there's like just seeing this weekend so many incredible streamers or whatever. And as far as what I try to bring with my stream is, I'm not the best player for sure, but I try to just give that great entertainment factor. If you guys can have a laugh or a smile or something, even if I can't even speak, even if it's at my expense, attempting to play Freebird or some shit like that, terribly, it's all in good fun. But yeah, I try to share some of those clips so that people can, so thank you.
Nega Greer just rated us. I just want to say thank you, Greer, for rating us there. For those that are just joining, if you have not entered into this giveaway, please do so. We got Legator with us and Fortin Amps with us. They are giving away some products at the end of this podcast, so please feel free to click on that link and join in. We'll be here for a while. It's closed.
Yeah, sorry. I set the time to earlier because I thought we were doing this earlier, and because Mel's like, we're doing this at 2, and there was a little time mix up there. So
Oh,
No
okay.
worries.
No
It's fine.
worries. I thought it,
It's
okay,
fine.
well, I'm
Don't
sorry.
worry.
I thought it
Sorry,
was
guys.
still open, guys.
Oh,
We are announcing the giveaway
I
winner.
totally
we're
forgot.
So
announcing
there's
the
still a
winner.
reason to stick around.
Right. Yes. So
Yeah.
yeah, there's still a reason to stick around. If you guys said that earlier, I
Yeah, they will be
apologize.
announcing the winner.
I did not hear that. So, but yes, that will
No, I'm sorry,
be
man.
getting announced later, not earlier. But you
Yeah,
want
we're still announcing there.
so we'll go ahead and move with you, Ryan. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Legator?
Yeah, man. So my name is Ryan. I work with Legator Guitars. For those of you who don't know me, I also host Behind the Tone with Mel here. We have a Twitch stream as well. If you guys don't follow it, check it out sometime. We do it every Thursday at 5. But I've been with the company for about 5 years now. Kind of my history is like just growing up being in a touring metal band when I was a kid, doing that whole thing, and then I got into artist relations. I worked for a few different record labels before this, and then I kind of ended up here through a stroke of luck and kind of just being the right place, right time. But Legator, as a company, we're pretty. If you guys don't know us, we're a super like modern shred company. We specialize in like multi-scale headless guitars. We're all super young and super forward thinking, so all our designs are implemented by us as artists and what we look for in guitars, and what will help us, do what we want to do. The cool thing about us is we aren't owned by anybody. We are a small company, so we really get to do whatever we want to do. That comes with like pros and cons, but we're doing our best, at what we have and what we can do. And obviously, being a part of communities like this is the reason why we exist. Honestly, this is what we're all about. So thank you guys very much for having us. We love this kind of stuff, man. So yeah, we just love doing any kind of community outreach, any kind of events, giving back to what we grow up in. We live the scene, so we're not just like, guys in suits or something running a company. We're actually all playing shows, making content. We write all the songs that you guys usually hear on our videos and stuff. And I think you guys will be showing some of those or whatever. But
Yes, I will be showing
yeah,
some
we're
of
just always
those.
grinding music. So yeah, so you guys can get an idea of what we're all about. And yeah, we try to just be very transparent with who we are and what
Mhm.
we're all about, and it's building a community. At least we started this stream kind of because me and Mel have been seeing a lot of negativity in the scene with guitar players and just the metal community in general, and just how the internet is. So we're kind of on a mission to kind of turn that around and build like a positive community that people can kind of get together and thrive in and be successful with whatever they want to do. So that's kind of like our whole philosophy, honestly. I don't know if that answers the question or not.
Yeah, that was actually
Not a hard
that was actually pretty well. And we can't thank you enough for helping this community out, growing and
Yeah.
you know this is the second giveaway that you've done with us, and we really do appreciate that. And as you grow or as we grow, we kind of balance and help each other out, and I think we've even kind of mentioned that with the last time that this has happened. So, um,
Yeah, and the second of many. I'm sure we'll continue to do this, guys. So for any of you in chat, make sure you guys are following this community and get a part of it. So because we'll definitely be sticking around.
There will be more to come.
There will be more. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
well,
But yeah, we love this kind of stuff.
yeah. Mel, you want to tell us about Fortin amps?
Sure. So, hi, I'm Mel. I'm the content creator for Fortin Amps. You've seen the YouTube stuff. You see me meme myself all over. That's this guy. I've been working with the company since January NAM 2019, I think. I feel like so much time has passed. But before then, I worked for like Guitar Center. I worked for JST, Nail the Mix or URM Academy, if you've heard of that, or if you're like super into that, like mixing or the production scene. I'm actually, I think, more by trade a producer than I am a guitar player. But I more seriously picked up guitar in the last 2 or 3 years to kind of step up to the plate, especially since I started working with more guitar companies. I worked freelance with Legator until like March, April of last year.
Sounds
And
about
then
right.
that's
Yeah.
kind of like what Ryan hit me up and we were talking because Ryan and I we've always been friends. We always like text and stuff. And we were just like, hey, live streaming is a thing. We need to, just come together and just try to make some type of guitar community, especially since shows aren't happening.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's kind of what started the whole entire like behind the tone. And I think we just dubbed it that recently. But Fortin Amps, Fortin Amps is more like a heavy metal, I would like to say heavy amp company that kind of specializes in the best way to say it is that guys
Just
on our
kidding.
roster, we got Meshuggah. We
Enough
have a
said.
signature. Yeah, so that'll give you an idea.
I saw that,
We all-
yeah.
If you've seen like we also have like if you record it all, you probably have heard of Meshuggah Amp Sim by Neural DSP and the Fortin Cali, which is like my bread and butter.
Mhm.
Also the
Likewise.
Fortin NTS. Mike Fortin is like the owner of the company and the brain genius behind all the tone that you hear. So we have guys like Frederick Thorndahl, Ola England, Whitechapel, Will Adler, Lamb of God.
No big deal.
No big deal. Like pretty heavy hitters. Some of my personal idols growing up. So it's
Right.
it's kind of strange being like a 27, 28-year-old going like, hey man, like really stoked about working on this video with you. I'm shaking every email I write in the morning. But yeah, it's been a wild ride the last few years.
Jacob, I guess we'll go ahead and get you started with your band Promotive.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, like you said, I'm Jacob. I play with a band called Promotive. I'm also a Legator guitar artist. I've been working with Legator Guitars, their graphic designer, for probably 3 or 4 years now at this point, however long it's been. Yeah, I don't really have much to say beyond that, to be honest. I also help them. I help a lot with writing like the demos that come out for a lot of the products that we do with Legator. Like the last couple demos that have been put out, I've had a hand in either writing them or just kind of helping with them. So I'm pretty involved in the Legator community as well. And then yeah, I'm in a band called Promotive. It's a pop punk band, which is nothing like the metal. But
How long has the band been together?
we're coming up on 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was kind of a band that Promotive has been a thing that's kind of been in my back pocket for a really long time, probably since like 2016, to be honest. And it's kind of just been put on the back burner time and time again, just because other things have taken priority in my life. But
Right.
around like 20, what was that?
No, I was just saying. I was saying. Okay, kind of.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, and around like 2018 was when I was finally like, okay, you know what? I've had these songs in my back pocket for so long. Let's just put them out, see what happens. Mel actually drums in that band with me. So, but yeah, it's been fun. And then we have a Twitch channel ourselves where I'll go on there and I'll do acoustic songs or I'll play Pokemon just because why not? And then we'll do full band streams together. It's a good time.
And
And your other band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I play in another band called In Ghosts. I actually play with these guys too. Mel drums in that band as well, and then Ryan plays guitar. I also play guitar in that band, and that's like a more metal
Ryan.
band.
Okay.
That's probably more up the alley of everything being discussed right now. But
Oh wow.
Now, does your band Promotive? Do you guys have any albums or EPs or anything out, or do you?
not at the moment. We have 2 singles out and then a cover out right now. We're still working on music. It's been kind of weird with the whole pandemic going on. We kind of had to put things on hold for a little bit, just because it's like, hey, is this really the right time to be putting out music when like the world is kind of falling apart around us?
Yes.
It's
Absolutely.
It's really strange. Like, I guess to add on what Jacob's saying, it's strange to release music in this time
Right.
because there's a traditional cycle that we've usually had, like in bands outside. Because Jacob and I have played music together for I think 4 to 5 years at this point.
Yeah.
So, when it comes down to it, there's the traditional cycle of release your content and then tour and play shows, and it kind of like helps really milk like this cycle and an audience and kind of keeps people engaged. And we're just not necessarily worried, but like there's a lot of songs with a lot of heart in them that if we just kind of like put it out, it becomes another single with something that we can't like. It's hard. Like a tour is like 30 days, and you can get like tons of content, or like 2 weeks, and you get like tons of content out of that. But you can't live stream 7 days in a row with the same set. You gotta
Right.
Yeah.
fix some other stuff.
Now,
Yeah.
what about
That's kind of been-
Oh, I'm sorry if I interrupted, but I was just gonna ask
Oh,
you,
no.
Grim. Does your band Vetsing Hets, do they have anything new coming out soon, or have you guys tried working on anything? Obviously, like what they were saying, with the pandemic going on, it's a little tough. But I know that there's been a lot of new music coming out from bands because they had nothing else to do with touring. So it kind of it's interesting for us to know, like, especially ones that are interested in your band that want to find out new music and um, you know.
Yeah, it is interesting, the whole music scene with the pandemic. I think it does differ from band and artist to artist. For us, we're a quite small band. I mean, we are, we've grown over the past year, but we're still quite small. Like, so I feel like the pandemic actually has helped us in a way musically, where it gave us time to really focus on these things. Like last year, we started getting kind of hitting checks. Like I said, we signed with Wise Blood. We got more merch. We got the re-release, and now we're working on our second album currently, which we're hoping maybe by the end of the year or thereabouts. But it's really coming together. We just kind of got together maybe a couple weeks ago for our first practice back together in person in over half a year. So it's hard to when you're apart for so long, it's hard to keep it going. But we've got the chance to work on a lot of other aspects of the band, a lot of an online presence in a sense, which has helped. I think that's one thing that we really like to have, is a good kind of online presence, because a lot of I know I'm sorry if there's an echo. I don't know if that's coming from me.
It might be me. Sorry about that. We have
no, that's okay. I just want to make sure. If it's me, I apologize. But seeing as even though we are a smaller band, we do have some international fans, so it's great that we can bring this online stuff, to getting the chance to work on that has been good. So I would say the pandemic has helped us actually in a weird way, us personally, because we weren't going to be doing a tour or anything yet. So
Right.
that's kind of my thing as a smaller band.
Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and show one of those little clips that you guys sent us, Mel and Ryan from Legator and Fortin. So people watching this vodcast, the screen, you may see, my Discord kind of pop up on the screen for a second, but it's just so I can get switched over. So just give me one moment here, and we'll get that transitioned over.
You guys are worthy, by the way.
You're all worthy. You're all worthy.
I think
We are not
that's
working.
that's like an inside joke from Shredfest. I think it was like Shredfest 1 or 2, where one of the performers left his follow alerts on, and it was basically "You're not worthy" for pretty much the entirety of his content.
Oh, that's amazing.
I don't know how it's delayed or advanced.
It cuts out right. It cuts back right. When
Yeah,
you say something.
right. That's what will happen.
Ooh, that was actually a really nice video. I don't remember. I think that
Thanks.
was the.
Yeah,
Give me 1 second.
That
I
one
got
was for the Fishman giveaway, right?
Yeah,
That was with
I'm
Devin.
sorry, I'm
Not-
kind of professional here.
that's fine. Don't worry, it wouldn't be a stream if there wasn't any type of.
Exactly.
Yep.
Those splayed frets. Those are
Alright, so
fan
we're switched
frets.
back over. So that video that I pulled up, it was the Devin Fishman with the flares.
Yeah, that
So,
is a Ninja Arctic N7 FOD for those of you who might be wondering. And yes, that's a roasted maple neck
Mhm.
and fingerboard with a mahogany body and a Buckeye Burl top on there with Fishman Fluence Moderns, stainless steel frets. Pretty much everything you need, man. Love that guitar.
So good.
It's one of the frosty ones.
Frosty.
That's my
Chill.
Now, is that an active pickup or is that a passive with the
those are active.
active?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's one of my favorite designs that we did. It's my baby.
You got some new versions of that finish coming out.
We
The
do.
black
We
ice and
announced the black ice. Yeah, we did a limited run of the Arctic Purple just for fun because I'm
Yeah.
a huge purple guy. But then, yeah, black ice is going to be a full production model. Which, if you guys
Sweet.
haven't checked it out, check it out. It's super sick.
It's on the website already, right?
It is. Yeah, it's available for pre-order now.
LegatorGuitars.com.
Arctic Purple. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah. No.
That's my shameless plug of the day.
So yeah, that was also one of our artists, Devin. He's going to be
Yes.
releasing a song soon. I don't know if I'm allowed to plug that, but if you go check out his band Unsung, he has something on almost said pre-order on pre-sale.
Yeah, killer guitar player. He's
Oh,
an
yeah.
incredible dude, and he will be performing that on our stream. Probably like 3 weeks or so.
Yeah. If anything, we're going to scream at him to do a Rocksmith thing.
Guitar Center does. You could buy a Legator Guitar Center, and we'll
Oh,
actually
yes.
be in all AAA retail locations starting next month.
Nice.
That is awesome.
The next little video I'm going to show real quick. This one kind of caught my eye. It was it's going to be the Halloween cover. So I'll
Oh,
go ahead and
nice.
get that put back on
Ooh.
the screen here.
I'm not playing guitar on that, but that one's going to be fun.
That the pumpkin
so
now?
it's-
I'm wearing a green screen suit playing drums that whole video.
All right, so let's transition, and we'll get that on full screen here.
Realize that there's nowhere left to run.
I gotta say
Amazing.
that like those costumes are hilarious. I like them.
we were trying to be as silly as we could. We
Yeah.
were like, it's
So much fun.
Halloween. Let's cover the thriller. It's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, we like to have fun with our
So-
stuff.
So that one, sorry, everything's labeled for internal, so we can search it easily.
yeah,
through.
don't take those to heart. That's
So
weird
what
things for us.
what we did is, as soon as I received the sigil, we basically reamped everything through the sigil just to kind of make this quick promo thing. That is one of our lunchbox guitars. I mean, lunchbox amps that we have. that
Lunchbox
released-
guitar, huh?
Excuse me.
You think?
I read the word
Tell me
guitar on
more.
screen. But that's
Yeah.
one of our lunchbox amps, and that cover is all surprisingly. You're not. I don't think you're supposed to do this, but I actually reamped the bass grit through the sigil,
Oh, did
and that just to
know
get
that.
that extra spanky spank. That's not you. That's not its intended purpose, but it sounded really good. I was like, I want to see how far I can push.
But yeah, that sound was really great, and that video, and I did enjoy that little glimpse of that cover. That was pretty good.
That I think that we were under a lot of pressure, and we ended up figuring, writing, recording, filming, reamping, engineering, all of that in like 2.5 weeks.
Mm.
And I just realized, like, oh snap, the Thriller bass line's a sick metalcore like riff if you add some zeros in between.
Who would have thought?
Not me.
But yeah, some good stuff.
Well, I think what we'll do next is we'll kind of show Grimm's band here, Vets and Cats, shall we? What do you guys think?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sounds good.
you don't
Yeah,
have to
do it.
play the whole song if you don't want to.
Oh,
It's
well,
kind of
no,
the whole song.
we're definitely gonna play the whole song. so-
Okay. Well, just a slight. So this was a video we made during the pandemic. Obviously, we're still in it, but almost a year ago already, where we were all in our separate locations. You know, we recorded our own parts and stuck it together. So that's kind of what this is. So this is from back in like May last year, just to give a little bit of context there.
Okay. So we will go ahead and transition here. Up.
we record the organ and stuff, and then play to that.
So I kind of turned it down a little bit. So there you guys saw it. I was gonna say, Grim, we got somebody in the chat asking, when's the first show gonna be post-pandemic for your band?
Oh, well, I guess that depends on the pandemic. But obviously, yeah, we're very excited to play again. Right now our focus is this second album, but so I don't really have an answer to that, but hopefully as soon as we can.
I've been seeing a lot of good things in the chat about it. They're saying your band's really good. I seen somebody say it's like a mix of old school Ghost with let me see if I can find that comment again. Old school Ghost mixed with a bit of Danzig.
Yeah, well, thank you everybody so much for the kind words. Definitely both big influences for sure.
Definitely big Ghost vibes for sure.
Yeah, definitely. The chorus reminds me a bit of Ghost. I like the chorus in this song. This is actually one of the first songs I heard from your band, and thanks to Venom for sharing that with me. So.
Well, yeah, thank you everybody. And thanks, Venom. Yeah, Blue Wave. We only have one more.
Give it up for these dudes.
See,
That
now
was
that
really
someone
amazing.
now that someone mentioned Danzig, I definitely hear it in the vocals, like
Yeah.
especially on that last part.
Yeah.
That was really great.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
didn't know Death
Fuck
Eaters played bass.
2020. I like that at the end there.
Oh yeah.
Feel that. Nice little touch.
That was really great.
That's great.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. And thanks everybody in the chat for the kind words.
Well, it definitely seems like you got a lot of fans in the chat, so that's
Chat's not worthy.
I'm not worthy.
I'm not worthy of it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, well, with the Legator, before I show any other videos real quick, do you want to explain the guitar that you guys are giving away, or do you want to kind of keep that a secret? I think a little bit of that was kind of talked about.
Yeah, it's no secret,
Definitely
man.
not secret.
We're giving away the G6S, which is the headless Ghost S series guitar. We're giving away the one that comes in the gloss white finish. It's got a one-piece maple neck, maple fingerboard. It's kind of like our like entry level, I suppose. Still a great guitar. I'm not trying to, but it's definitely on like our entry level status. It's a perfect guitar for like new guys who are looking to get into the headless or like the modern guitar playing market and like aren't too sure about it and kind of want to just check it out. That's like what I usually recommend to do. And then once you pick one of those up, you're like, oh, this is why people play headless guitars. And then like it will click. I know a lot of guys are on the fence about it, but I was too. Where I am now, I like all I play is headless for the most part nowadays. It's super convenient. It's a super cool guitar. I'm stoked. I'm really excited for one of you guys to get it and take it home and have fun with it and produce some music with it. That's what it's all about. So
Demon Defiant asked if it's good for Rocksmith, and yes, it's great.
yeah,
Hell,
it's definitely great for
yes,
rock.
it is.
Hell yeah.
That's why we went with the 16 specifically, because we are
Yeah,
more
I
like
use
a
a
range company, but we figured it'd be easier for Rocksmith streamers just to get a 6-string because I know not everyone plays 7 and 8 or have the charts for those, right?
The headless world is
More
definitely
common.
like an interesting like realm to enter. I remember when I first started playing one, like it was kind of a spur of the moment thing. I was doing a live stream with Legator, and I was gonna be playing a set with just a normal guitar, and they're like, "Hey, why don't you use something a little bit newer?" And they gave me like a headless to play, and I was like, "This is weird. I don't know if I could adjust to this." And 10 minutes later, I was like, "Yep, I'm in. I'm in."
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
ahead. Get a headless.
Somebody
Yeah,
asked.
I'm one of the people who uses I use a headless on stream, and I was like, I was a bit uneasy about, using one. I've never had a guitar like that before, and I can tell you, hand on heart, it's the most comfortable guitar that I have ever just held. It just feels, everything on it feels completely effortless. That's the biggest thing that I noticed about the Ghost. It's just effortless.
Yeah, exactly.
Great for travel too.
Yeah, and
Do you
great-
mind if I
Yeah.
it
can
does
I
feel
maybe show my my maybe my ignorance or my lack of knowledge, but like so I don't really know much about a headless guitar. I've seen them obviously on other streams. So what are some of the advantages to it? Or like obviously I think I saw somebody play it as well. So do you tune it a different way, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Like can you tell me a little bit about it? Because I don't even know.
So I'd say it's pretty similar. You know how a Floyd Rose has like tuners at the bottom.
Yeah, they're
It-
fine.
So they're like fine tuners on the bottom, and my personal like the biggest advantage is like the weight. So if you're gigging, you're just playing for a long time, the guitar rests its weight on your back. Like since you're standing usually here, and a lot of like trap companies try to mitigate that by making wide straps. Well, you legitimately like a portion of that guitar is now set here. So
Yeah,
it's
balance is definitely like a
Yeah.
strong selling point for headless guitars. Obviously the aesthetic as well is just kind of appealing to like the modern market. But as far as like from a functionality point of view, like the biggest is no harmonic overtones, which you'll get with any kind
Yeah.
of string resonating past the nut, or in this case, obviously there is nowhere to resonate to. So it does alleviate the need for fret wraps, which you see a lot of metal guys use. At least for that specific purpose. You could still use it obviously to do like the kind of like the tappy legato stuff, make it easier for you. But yeah, you cut out all harmonic overtones. It's more travel friendly. You can fly with it. It's just more compact, and the guitar is just generally more balanced, so you don't get any kind of neck dive. It's just a very overall comfortable experience. It's one of those things where you can't really understand it in a picture. You just got to put it in your hands and check it out for yourself, and then like you're sold. I was the same way. I was super weird about it at first, but now it's like it's a preference for me.
Especially for multi-scale.
Very
Like,
cool.
yeah.
I feel like 7-string, 8-string guitars, like headless is perfect for that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
'cause
do
there's a lot
dive
of added
bombs.
weight.
By the way, if you have a headless trem guitar, you could definitely dive bomb. They're locking nuts. So like the nut at the end of the Ghost or any of our headless guitars, it's very similar to a Floyd Rose where it locks in. That's another thing too. It's the tuning stability is ridiculous as well. It's very
Nice.
stable.
Yeah, they look very nice too.
Mhm.
Thank you.
You're right. It does have that modern look for sure.
Yeah, it screams modern. It's a lot of people make that joke. If you have a headless guitar, you can just assume that guy rips.
But
You know?
like especially
God,
if you're-
I should get me a headless guitar. Maybe it'll make me like a total shredder.
also if you're touring a lot, it's great. Especially if you've done any like travel on a plane, you just want to take your guitar. It's now way easier to bring. Just throw it in the overhead compartment, or maybe slide it under the chair.
Yeah, that too.
It's not
yeah,
it's not
very portable.
unbearable. Like I've had to check in so many guitars, like on flights, and
Yep.
then they just come back not the same.
Well, I would
Yeah.
always throw my guitars as carry-ons because I didn't trust people just tossing it in with all the other luggage.
Oh,
So I
no
would get
way.
it as carry-ons. Everybody hated me for it. But with a headless, it's a lot easier because it's just slightly bigger than a backpack.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad.
Mm.
I bring this like giant guitar and then you throw it on the carry-on, you sit down, someone comes over to put their luggage away, he's like, "Who is this damn guitar here?" It's like, I've had that happen.
Now, somebody in
Headless
chat, I
trem.
think it was Belamingo, was asking, do you do y'all know what finish it's gonna have? Because I think they were asking if it was gonna be the white gloss finish on that guitar.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's going to be the gloss white finish. So I don't have the guitar with me right now.
We have it in a different
I kinda-
color.
Yeah, we have Ave of the Seafoam with us on hand if you guys want to see it, but we don't have the actual
Yeah.
gloss white.
Yeah, if I
Sorry,
mean,
it's
if you
Yeah,
guys
that's
wouldn't
it.
mind
Yeah.
showing it, that way they
Yeah.
can kind of
Yeah.
see what it looks like.
Yeah, sure. We'll show you guys the Seafoam green version. Mel has one. He's gonna go grab it right now. But yeah, sorry I don't have the guitar with me. It's Sunday, so
Oh, it's,
yeah.
Does that? Do you know the weight balance that you were talking about? Does that kind of carry over onto the bass as well? Because I know you've got a headless bass now, the Wraith. Does that carry over into that? And do you notice it as much?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part of the question. My bad.
Sorry. The weight balance. When you're talking about weight balance,
Oh,
does that
yeah.
carry over onto the Wraith?
Oh
The
yeah,
bass
absolutely.
is a big thing, isn't it?
The Wraith is identical to the Ghost. It's just proportionally resized to compensate for it being a bass. So the balance that you experience while playing Ghost is going to be exactly the same playing the bass.
Right, I'm in.
Oh,
Sold.
cool. Yeah, no, you're gonna love it. Oh yeah, this is the
color.
this is the
yeah.
color
Different
one.
color.
So this
It's
one
actually two
actually,
colors.
Yeah,
so it
like,
changes colors on this one depending what angle you're looking at it. It'll be blue.
is that
and it
like a
changes to
purple? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a
It's a blue to purple. It changes to blue to
So, like,
purple.
at this angle, you see it's like purple.
Yeah.
I love that purple.
And then
That
there's
looks
blue.
awesome.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
It's the same finish you see on cars, like all those custom car
Yeah.
shops and stuff like that. It's kind of the idea behind it. But yeah, super cool guitars. I mean, yeah, as you can see, it's super compact. Mel's a small guy, and that guitar still looks small.
5'6" on a good day, so that gives you some idea.
Someone was asking about the neck, and what's the neck on it again?
Like the shape of it or the type.
They just say neck construction, so I'm guessing.
Oh, it's a bolt-on construction. It's a one-piece maple neck. It's like a modern C, if that's what you're curious about. It's about like 21 on the first and 22 on the 12th fret in millimeters as far as thickness goes. That gives you if you're looking for that, hope that gives you an idea of what to expect from that. It's a very thin, fast guitar. That's kind of our whole thing. We like super thin, super shreddy, fast necks. It's like almost like the Wizard neck from Ibanez, but it's a little more radius. We don't do as flat. Like the Ibanez does like a 20-inch radius, where ours is 16. So it has a little bit more of a rounded shape to it. So which I find to be a little bit more comfortable and what we prefer.
Now,
You need 24. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say somebody was asking about how many frets. I'm gonna assume it's 24 frets.
Yeah, we will never make a 22 fret guitar. Everything will always be 24 frets, just for future reference. Yeah,
Now-
we definitely need that full octave range.
Is that fan fret as well, or what? I guess that would be called multi-scale, or
Yeah, either or, they're the same thing. Not the six string. Our six strings are in standard fret, and then our 7 and 8 strings all come in multi-scale unless they have a tremolo variation. Whereas trems we don't do multi-scale because it doesn't really work. I mean it can, but it's kind of a whole different. It's a whole thing. But yeah, but
The
ideally you
state of
don't really need
engineering.
that. But yeah. So for six string, we've been talking about possibly bringing back multi-scale six strings. It might be something we do in like limited runs and stuff. But to be honest, we're more of a 7 and 8 string company, and even 9 string. So six string it's like never been the biggest like portion of our sales or anything. So that's why we kind of stopped doing both standard and multi-scale variations. It's just a business move.
now say somebody wanted to get a six-string multi-scale, they can custom order that from you guys, right?
If
Or-
it's an X series, yeah, we
Okay.
do semi-customs for X series, but yeah, that's only if you're kind of spending top dollar, unfortunately, as of now, just because we're so busy, and
Yeah.
we're kind of behind on everything because of the pandemic. So, but yeah, you can definitely special order one if you're looking, in the custom price range. Yeah, absolutely.
Another question from somebody, Demon Defiant, they're asking about five-string basses. Do you guys make five-string basses?
We do. Yeah, we even have six string basses as well. But yeah, the Wraith comes in standard 4 and multi-scale 5. In both the Seafoam green and stealth black finish on the 5 and the stealth black in the 4. And then we also have the Ninja basses, which come in natural and stealth black, which we have 4-string, 5-string multi-scale, and 6-string multi-scale as well. For those guys looking to do crazy stuff on the 6. So yeah, we have pretty much all the options that you need. Just let us know. And if there's anything you don't see or you have any questions, feel free to email us or hit us up at any time. We'll help you out the best we can
All right. Well, I guess
and accommodate you.
I think we're gonna go ahead and hop
Go
into
ahead.
another video. We'll go ahead and show
Cool.
Promotive's video here, and
Yeah.
that's Jacob and Mel, correct? That's in this band.
Yes, yeah. Mel's in the
Yes.
video.
All right. Let me see if I can get this going here. Pause it real quick. Bear with us for 1 second.
Take your time. Yeah, like I said, this is like a pop punk band. It's not really like a metal thing, but hopefully you guys still enjoy it. I like it. I think it's cool.
I have fun.
Yeah, fun track.
There's a song that's playing in my head. It replays every now and then, and it isn't showing any sign of rest. It's a condescending melody of someone trying desperately to apprehend something they can't have. And it's obvious it's about me, but I'm past the point of listening. And it's alright to tell me that I'm wrong, 'cause I know you know better than this, and I should be getting over this, but I don't know I can't let this go. You know that I can't help myself when I'm around you. You're like a magnet pushing me away. Whenever we face the same way, turn around, that's what you say. Is my mind just playing tricks on me, or is this really happening? 'Cause I don't know if I should just stay away. These mixed signals driving me insane, so I think it's best to walk away. And it's alright to tell me that I'm wrong, 'cause I know you know better than this, and I should be getting over this, but I don't know I can't let this go. You know that I can't help myself when I'm around you. Now I'll try this time to disappear out of your life, and maybe that'll get this numb out of my head. But I hear you say that you just want for me to stay, and I just can't take
I will get you captured out of 12 minutes.
We will make that happen.
That I actually do have tap for already, so.
'cause I know you know better than this, and I should be getting over this, but I don't know
That drummer guy.
I can't
Oh, the drummer's so good.
know that I can't help myself when I'm around you. There's a new song playing in my head, melody of old is dead, and I think that I prefer this one instead. Cool.
That was that was really good. I enjoyed that music
Thank
video.
you.
Awesome.
So
I
much. Yeah,
love
that was
that.
that was such a fun video to shoot. We shot that with our friend Matt, and like I gave him this kind of rough idea. Like, yeah, I kind of want to do this, this, and this, and he nailed the vision so well. The song is, if you didn't pick up, the song is kind of just about like this relationship I had with this girl. It was kind of back and forth. It was like, hey, I like you, but you don't like me. So I'm gonna go peace out and like try and move on. And then she's like, wait, no, come back. I think I do like you. It's like, oh, you do? It was like a back and forth thing for a while. And 6 years later, we're getting married.
Oh,
So-
Yeah.
congrats.
Congratulations.
So,
Congrats.
yeah, funny the
So-
way the world works.
Yeah, great song, great video.
yeah, definitely.
Thank you so much.
Somebody in chat was asking if you guys are on Spotify.
We are on Spotify. Yeah, we're on
Nice.
Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all the fun stuff.
Yeah, if
But
you're in
Spotify,
the,
we just
if you're
search
in it,
Promotive. We should pop up.
I'm gonna.
Or,
try
I don't know if I
and
can link it.
Yeah, link it.
I don't know
Yeah,
how.
go
Find you
for
on
it.
Spotify right now.
Yeah, let's get it linked in the chat, and also Vex and Hex as well. Get some links in there to these guys.
And then
I think
I
we can
think
do that.
somebody else
Nice.
asked about if we can get the guitar tabs to get that charted on Rocksmith.
Yeah, I do have tabs for that song.
Totally.
Absolutely. So if people want it, I can have somebody do it. So yeah, I do have tabs for it though. So that could be done. Absolutely. Or if anybody just wants the tabs, let me know. Shoot me a DM. I can send them to you.
Mel,
Damn it! Thank you for having that.
that was really
Oh, yeah,
good drumming
thanks.
too, there, Mel.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
that was
I don't know if I can do it right now. I'm out of shape.
They'll always slap it. dude.
Yeah, we played a
Right
live stream
now.
show like a few weeks ago,
Mhm.
and Mel killed it. He won't admit it, but he killed it.
Thanks, man. I was very winded.
Still
This
killed it.
quarantine has taken 5 BPM off all of the songs.
Now,
Like the freshman 15, the quarantine 15.
well, Mel, do you want to give us a little bit more details about the Fortinet plugin that will be given away, or
Actually, it's any Fortin amp plugin of your choice.
okay? Well,
So-
what plugins do you guys have?
So we have the Fortin NTS, which is more of like, I don't know how to say it, like a high gain. But like here's the thing that I want to break the stigma, is that a lot of people think that you can only use our amps for metal,
Mhm.
and that's absolutely false. You can use them for probably anything from low gain to high gain. I actually think right now Jacob is using like a lot of the low gain stuff from Cali.
Yeah, I use Kali for literally everything. Everything from pop to pop punk to metal to like indie. I use it for everything.
So I guess to start, if you were looking for an all around like cool plugin that's kind of like very versatile, like right out of the box, the Fortin Cali suite by Neural DSP is probably the easiest and versatile, like most versatile plugin that you can use. Because it has like that clean section, which you can really butter up with like the hex drive for some kind of like crunchy gain tones, but not seriously overdriven. If you're looking for something that's like super metal, the Fortin Nameless suite, you can't go wrong with that. And it's super cool because we actually have a preset pack in there that says like, hey, what tuning or well, how many strings does your guitar have? Oh, 8, hit that. And then it just does it for you. And it's really like right on the money, in my opinion. And then I feel like a lot of people like the Fortin NTS for like metal 6-string stuff,
Mhm.
just because it kind of has that like crunch and that vibe, and it has like kind of that dynamic saturation you want in like that mid range versus like, you know, when you hit the lower register notes, it starts to, I wouldn't say thin out, but it starts to like process stuff in a very I don't know if I should get really nerdy on this stream about like
Go
guitar
for it.
tone,
Go for it.
but
Yeah,
like
do it.
but like in my personal opinion, when you're going like with the lowers like string, like lower tunings, you want more clarity rather than low end information. You want to hear that note, but it's felt by the bass guitar. So I feel like the Nameless does a really, really good job of clearing a low end up, just so it leaves room for a bass player in the mix. But I feel like the NTS does a good job of that too. But I feel like it, for my taste, and I grab it more when I'm doing like the thrashy stuff, or I'm doing like the progressive like metalcore stuff that is still like in the higher registers, or I would say the standard registers rather. So I guess I'm kind of all over the place. But if you like, if you're in the chat and if you end up winning and you're still stuck on like what plugin, you can always just talk to me and I can kind of give you a good pitch. But I do have a few videos. Like I think I don't know if it's in there because it's pretty long, but there is a video that I made that's 25 styles through the Fort in Cali. That is my best performing video with the company, and then that goes from everything from like country to like deathcore.
Now, I think it was. Let me see who it was. Demon Defiant was asking if you guys had anything to do with the Gojira plugin. I know that's Neural DSP, and you did mention Neural DSP.
Yeah. So Neural DSP, we're partnered with them. They do our amp sims, but Fortin Amps is the, like I would say, like the hardware company behind that. So they modeled our plugin. We have a very close relationship with them, but we don't, like, we did not do the Gojira stuff. But if you have the Gojira stuff, you can still use it with the Fortin Amp stuff if you like using a chain. That's
Which
what
is the move.
and it
Very
unlocks a good bit of tone. So unfortunately, we did not have anything to do with them, like in that sense, but we are very close and partnered. I would say that the two amps sound really good together too.
Dread Knight says he doesn't even have an amp so far. Well, even with the plugins, I mean, that runs on the PC, so even if you don't have an amp, I mean, it's, that's
the beauty
you
of
can
it.
use that, so that's a really good thing. You don't need an amp.
Yeah, so it has its own standalone suite, so you don't even need a DAW. You can just actually just download the plugin, and then it has its own suite. You can double click. It'll be its own application on your computer. You just tell your computer or the program where your guitar is plugged into, and then you just start jamming.
So you have a power amp too. You can also use it as like a standalone like rig. You can plug it into your.
Yeah.
Mel did a whole video on that too. You can plug it into like a cab and use your plugin with your cab.
That's how Jacob and I have been doing like a good bit of our tours. It's just a laptop and a power amp.
Yep.
And I don't mean to bring in. Somebody else just mentioned it's like bias effects in a way. You know how they have their own standalone application. But if I had to guess,
it's like better.
Yeah. Actually, to be truthful, I've not tried the bias effect stuff. I know I've worked with like the Helix and prior to my time with Fortin, but I know that what's it called? That it's its own application that you can use, not just as an editor to edit your presets, but it's actually like its own program where you can use it for its own. What's it called?
So,
is it like a plugin? Sorry, I was just reading chat.
Oh no,
it is a plugin.
Yeah, I was.
It is a plugin and it's also a standalone. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I'm sorry. I was reading chat myself. I was going to say Dukes was asking, you don't need an audio interface for it. So that's what you were saying with the standalone, you wouldn't need an audio interface, would you?
Yes, you need an interface, it's just not a DAW. That's what.
So I'm gonna say, I would recommend an audio interface highly, but I'm sure that the rock, like if you play Rocksmith, do you always just use an audio interface, or do you guys sometimes? Because we use an audio interface when we play Rocksmith, but I know that there's that cable that you can use.
Cable.
Yeah.
You only use an audio interface if you're an absolute sadist. Normally people will just use the real tone cable.
I just use the real tone cable, but I'm also
I was going
to say
pretty basic.
So
I didn't have a real tone cable when I played, so I kind of had to figure it out.
So I'm going to say that if you have the real tone cable, you should be able to select it. I don't have personal experience with the real tone cable, but if you plug it into your guitar and then you select it as the audio device that you are using, you more than likely can use it with the plugin. And what I've heard, my coworker says this, but for some people that they would actually just like use like their own tones, like Axe Effects or like whatever, and when they're performing with Rocksmith, they would just, I guess, turn the guitar volume down in the game.
Yeah.
Sorry, I played Rocksmith like once, and that was very remotely. So because I play drums.
We're all still fairly new to Rocksmith. The first time any of us played it was when we did the stream for our set with Legator.
So forgive me there. I use the Snow said something about him using it for the DAW with Reaper. It has a little bit of delay. so you should be able to use it on your plugins in the standalone program. So yeah, yeah. If
So-
you are able to use the real tone cable with a DAW,
Mhm.
you should be able to use it with our software.
And SanGN13 was asking, could you use a patch cord with the mic adapter on it? And for that, I would say, I'm assuming with that you would need the audio interface. Is that correct?
A patch cable with a mic cord on the.
What I'm assuming they mean is like a 1/4 inch cable, that you plug into the computer into a mic adapter. Which I'm not.
I would say that you would probably get a lot of noise. I wouldn't recommend that, but like I guess in the best way for me to answer all of these questions in one blanket statement is that if you are able to get your guitar signal into your computer, you should be able to use it, but your experience will vary depending on the quality of the input. So I would recommend an audio interface. If you want to, use workarounds, like the results will vary. I know that in my personal computer when I was younger and I did not have an interface and I tried to bring my guitar into my computer using just the 1/8 inch jack, I would receive a lot of noise. So I don't recommend that. So grabbing an audio interface will give you the best results for what our plugin was intended to do. But I mean, I know it sounds silly, but I've used the plugin on vocals and other stuff. So I plugged a mic directly into it and been able to process vocals in a very wild sense. But if you can get audio signal to send to the plugin, you can use it. But your results will vary. So if you don't have great, if you're using adapters and stuff, I don't recommend that just because that's going to introduce more noise into your signal and probably end up being a more frustrating experience than it's worth. And you're probably going to spend more in adapters and cabling than you are just buying the interface. So that's my short, long answer.
Short, long.
Right. Well, we're gonna go and show another video here with Fortin. This one it says "Dig Tiny Terror demo." So.
Oh yeah,
I'll go
that's
ahead
the
and get
Does
that
It
one.
Grind? So a little background on that. The DIG series is the Does It Grind. So what I do is we have. Oh, we almost lost Venom here.
You're right there, Venom.
So the Does It Grind is our.
Sorry.
In my theory, it's our fix it all boost pedal. I believe it can make almost any amp metal. So that series kind of started to kind of push amps that I would have access to see if things actually do indeed grind. Hence the series. So I'm plugging grind into Jacob's Tiny Terror, which is something that it's a gainy amp, but I wouldn't say that it's traditionally used in most metal settings. The only times
Not standalone for sure.
yeah, not standalone. So that's the thesis of this video.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and get this going here.
Let us know if it grinds, chat.
Please
Let us know.
let me know
Grind
if
or
my
not to grind.
is meme
To
worthy.
grind or not to grind? That is the question.
Remote is hype.
I gotta say, I think that grinds.
I can confirm.
Yeah.
It indeed does grind.
Did
grinds.
agreed grind.
Oh
grind.
my grind. I love chat right now. You guys are the best.
But does it gent? That is
Oh,
the
it
question
gents.
they're
Sounded like
asking if it gents.
I would- It's not a gentle tone, but it just
That was a really nice little riff there. And you were saying earlier, whenever we were kind of talking before the podcast, all these in these videos, all these riffs and little songs are ideas that you guys write originally, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. So everything's probably done in this room here.
Yeah, a lot of it here and
Yep.
at Legator.
And then a few of it, like we just started doing a bunch of stuff at. We like to call it Legacy Studios internally.
Yeah.
Yeah, we finally built out a little studio where we host the live stream now. You guys have probably seen. But yeah, we're just constantly writing content. Like that's if we're not working actively, we're like working on music for content. That's just like all we do.
And I feel like it like helps, like, hey, we're not just some guys trying to sell you something. We play guitar. We love having fun writing music, and we love writing music.
Yeah.
And why not do that? As a part of the things that we show you guys.
Yeah.
By musicians for musicians.
Yeah, that was the motto before. But yeah. We live this stuff. It's fun, man. We have a lot of fun with it. It can be stressful, but we make it as fun as possible. And yeah, we enjoy it. That's why we do this.
Only one. If you're talking about videos, no, there's a few more does it grind videos here. I was actually getting ready to play another one. I was just letting them finish up talking before I played it. So this one, it says it's the LM9. So we'll go ahead and get that one
boy.
shown.
Oh,
So-
the 9
Oh
string.
man,
Is that
this one
your,
was a doozy.
is that your does it grind for the 9?
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
does the 9 grind?
So
For chat, if you guys like many strings or really low tuning, this is the grind blowing episode.
Grind blowing.
I'm reading that from chat. So
This also, it's the Lucas Man signature 9 string.
yes.
Yeah, Rings of Saturn, for those of you who are curious.
And the very first set of 9-string
Fishman
Fishman.
Fluence Modern 9
Now,
string.
So there's a
actually,
lot of very fresh elements in here.
Actually, before I start this video too, I think this may have been mentioned around the first Shredfest, me talking with one of you guys. You just mentioned, I forgot his name, but the Rings of Saturn person. I know you just said his
Lucas?
name. Yeah, Lucas. So
Yeah,
Lucas Mann.
he is a signature artist with Legator. Is that correct?
yeah, that is correct. And yeah, that's what this video is about, is his signature 9-string multi-scale guitar. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's a 9-string. I mean, it's a whole lot of guitar.
I think I don't even think I'm like half as or even like 10% talented to like actually utilize the full capacity of that guitar.
Yeah. It's
But you
surprising
actually,
guitar though.
you have another 9-string on the way, don't you?
We
Like a
do,
new
yeah.
one.
We are releasing the performance series 9-string, so it's similar to like the rest of our performance line. It won't be headless, at least for now. We've talked about possibly doing a headless, but it's a whole thing, man.
It's another feat of engineering.
Yeah, we have to.
Oh my
It's a lot of
goodness,
work
that'd
in
be so-
designing the hardware, so that's really what the issue is with headless guitars. But yeah, it's a super beast of a guitar. It's actually surprisingly more comfortable than you'd think to play, considering it is a 9-string. And yeah, Lucas Man really does wonders with it. Don't ask me to play that thing, but Mel did in this video, and
Phil
we
did.
did have some fun with that. And Jacob actually
Yeah,
did a killer
Jacob
demo.
did
that
an
he did it.
insane.
He did it
job.
justice.
Are they both in that folder that he has?
They should be.
I
Yeah.
can check real quick before we start this video.
There's another LM9 video with Jacob probably in there.
Which is,
Okay.
yeah, he did a really good job of embodying the Rings of Saturn.
I don't
vibe,
believe
and,
it's the updated mix, so the
really
kick
killed it
drum
on
is a
that.
little disparagingly high.
no one's checking.
I mean, someone in chat has been saying need more bass this whole time, so
All right, well, I'll go ahead and get this video started, and
Yeah,
let's check this out, shall we?
Is this doing music? So that's where all the bridge cables.
So I gotta say that definitely grinds. It gents,
Oh.
and it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, oh my
I think
God, that was
I had a cumulative total of like 1 week
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
someone-
like learn that instrument.
Someone in chat had mentioned the tuning, like the E below standard.
yeah.
This
It's actually dropped
particular guitar was
A.
tuned to Lucas Mann's personal tuning, which was standard, E, A, D, G, B, E. And then the 3 low strings, it's a lower E, and then another lower A. So it's A,
Wow.
E, A, E, A, D, G,
That's the
B, E.
tuning in chat.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so I see another LM9 video here. It says with B-roll.
B-roll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So no,
Sorry,
that's
that's
because
just-
it's
yeah.
internal. So there's two.
Okay.
That's the one that made it to launch. Yeah.
Okay, so should we show that video too, or
Does it say
Yeah, why not?
Legator LM9 B-roll?
yes, LM9 with B-roll
Yeah.
is what it says.
Yeah. That's Jacob slapping
That's
this thing.
that's
Yeah. So
It's
this
fine,
this
fella.
this was a fun video because like we got the 9-string in. It's like, hey, we got to write a demo with this. Here you go. I was like, okay. And I'm gonna out myself. I don't listen to Rings of Saturn. So I went on YouTube and I looked up a couple Rings of Saturn songs, and I was like, okay, so this is how they structure their tracks. And then I kind of just wrote the thing.
Human jukebox, people.
Jacob is a phenomenal mind for songwriting.
All right,
Actually
so
stupid.
I'll go ahead and get that one going.
Shreddy man.
That riff.
The face.
Glow in the dark, isn't it?
Yeah, they're amazing.
That was really nice. Face of Bass asks, he says, if we win, will we be that good at guitar?
If you buy a guitar, yes, it comes with free skills. Yeah.
It's
God,
What you
I
need
hope
to
I
do
win.
the Allen wrench comes in, just take a big sniff.
It's like the pick of, it's
No,
like the
I'm
pick
not
of
doing
destiny. Just,
Oh, and here's
was a
another.
little
Sanjian's asking, did those inlays glow in the dark? I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that goes and answers your question. That's I thought I noticed like a little bit of glowing, but I wasn't sure if that was just the lighting, like that purple
Oh
lighting.
yeah, then they glow super wild. It looks insane on stage. The side inlays glow as well. The side dots and those huge, crazy. Because what he would do before is he would like just put this like glow in the dark tape on his frets, and I was like, no, dude, let's make those real inlays. And he was like, what?
That
We can
is
do that. And I was
sick.
like, doing it. And there it is. Yeah, wild.
Chode Thulu is
Side dot.
asking which plugin pairs best with the Ghost to make well, he's saying to make him good, but I guess what he means is or what they mean is what plugin would you say sounds good with the Ghost guitar with Fortin amps?
I mean, that's very subjective. It really just depends on what vibe you're going for, man.
Mhm.
I've used the Ghost for like neo soul to deathcore and death metal and metalcore. I'll play anything. It just depends on really what you want to dial in, man.
Yep.
But it can do anything you throw at it. The Fishman Fluence Moderns are super versatile, and obviously the guitar is as well. It can handle pretty much any tuning you throw it as well. On top of that, so that's a hard question to answer. Kind of the sky's the limit, man.
So the best way for us to answer this is when it comes down. Sorry, I had the stream playing in the background. I hear myself. So the best way for me to answer this, in the sense of like, what's the best plugin? If you're playing a 6-string, I sincerely think like the Kali or the NTS might be like your vibe. If you want me to just make a blanket statement, I do think the Nameless is great. What's it called? I do think the Nameless is great for for like 6-string tuning. But the guitar that we're giving away, I feel like you'll get more of a wide range, like especially if you guys are Rocksmith streamers and you guys want kind of something that covers all bases. The Kali is going to be a really fun one for you guys to get.
Jam Bizzard, to answer your question, it's the Dove shampoo and conditioner.
I was just about to
I
say-
told you this would come up. I told you.
Yeah,
I-
you called it.
I was just
Yeah.
about to say, Jacob, we were speaking about this, and I was about to ask it. So,
I'm
Yeah.
curious too.
what is the next shape and profile like? Demon, I'm assuming is asking about for the Ghost
Giveaway
I
guitar?
don't know. I don't know if he's talking about that one or the 9-string.
Well, all our neck profiles are pretty much the same. It's a modern like C profile neck. Basically, it's like a thin C. It's like between a C and a D. Actually, it's kind of like a hybrid neck. That's kind of what we call it. Super fast, super shreddy. On this particular guitar that we're giving away, it's a one-piece maple neck and fingerboard. But yeah, man, it's like it's kind of like similar to a Ibanez Wizard neck with a little bit more of a radiused fingerboard and a little bit more of a heel on it. So it's a very comfortable guitar. I think that's the one thing that we stand out above most of the brands is our neck profile, something we pride ourselves greatly on. And as a player myself and all of us, that's what we want to play. It's what we make. So I love that thing. I honestly, I think you will too if you haven't tried it. And most people can agree with that. That's played our guitars, Super fun. Does that answer?
I think
Or
we-
was there something? Yeah.
Is there another
Sorry.
question?
Anything else I missed?
I don't see another question. I'm sorry. I was looking through videos here.
Right. Yeah, let's have a look at the JD
Oh.
video. With
Yeah.
Ryan
Sorry, I'm
in
gonna-
it.
Yeah, let's
Uh,
get some
I
Ryan
saw-
on here.
I
Okay,
saw a
s-
question for Juggernaut before it gets lost. He asked if it was Ola's Satan amp. So the NTS is the Fortin Natos, which you can kind of take from that with what you will.
So Ryan, is the JD?
Yeah, what's
is
up?
it the Legator JD playthrough? Is that you?
That is me. Yeah, I did
Okay.
this video for the John Dene signature guitar. He's the guitar player for Anthrax and as well as Shadows Fall. Ken Susie of Unearth did an interview with me, and he asked me to like make some videos. So I wanted to make something that was like super metalcore and unearthy because that's like I'm a huge fan of his. So this is kind of what I slapped together with Mel. So hope you guys enjoy.
Oh, I was timed out from the chat.
All
Hold on, I'm gonna send it to Venom. I was just trying to show some context for one of the.
right, I'm getting this video going.
This man a broom.
Man, that was really nice. Those sweeps were pretty amazing.
Oh, the chat is amazing.
Give this man a broom. Give 8 sweeps. Get out of here.
Oh God.
Somebody
Sweep
else.
team.
I
can't
sleep,
sweep.
he sweeps, almost the same level, huh?
Oh man.
You're a wizard,
Harry.
Harry.
Oh,
How will you
gosh.
play clean if you don't sweep?
But how about that guitar though? Honestly, that guitar.
Oh, that
is
guitar
such
looked
a
really
unique
nice.
playing.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing is one of my favorite guitars to play. It's so beautiful and effortless. Definitely one of my favorite builds that we do. John was super into doing something really aggressive, and he was like, I really want a flame maple fingerboard. And then we were just like, what if we just stain it black? And then like we tried it and it was like so metal. We're like, fuck yes. And then like we just ran with it, and it's just, as you can see, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's perfect for Anthrax. I'll tell you that. It's amazing, super fun, super amazing. So I had a lot of fun writing that demo.
It was a sick demo.
Thank you.
Yeah, that
Thanks,
was
guys.
really
That was
sick.
like
Yeah.
I was like riding the camera on the fretboard. Like
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
I need to do the sweep again. I need to slide it better.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
videos
but-
you guys made look sick. Like just
Yeah.
the production and that stuff. Like not even just the sound, which is obviously incredible, but yeah, the video work as well. So,
Buying this
awesome
camera
work.
has changed my life.
Yeah, Mel's definitely a wizard, and that's another strong suit of our brand is that we do everything in house, from the writing of the music to actually performing it and just shooting it. Especially with the pandemic, we haven't been able to get artists to come fly in and do content with us. It's really hard to like micromanage somebody in a different state who doesn't have like the skill set that we're looking for, at least the standard that we're looking for.
Like in terms of production, like
Yeah.
they're all great players.
Correct,
But when it
yeah,
comes down to like someone being fluent in like the production aspect, there's a learning curve there. And no shade to anyone. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
no.
Yeah.
There's a lot. I mean, Mel dedicated his life to this.
Yeah.
So yeah, we kind of just took it upon ourselves to step up and just do everything in house. And we're like, well, we're not famous guitarists, but hopefully you guys dig it. You know?
Hopefully we
So-
emulate anything that you like.
Yeah,
so you guys can check it out.
Exactly. So we just kind of do our best.
Hey, you
with
guys
what
are
we have.
incredible.
Thanks,
Thanks.
man. I mean, all of us have dedicated our lives to being musicians, so that's definitely helps. But yeah, we figured we'd just do our own content, instead of relying on anybody. And this is kind of what we've been doing for the past like year and a half now. We've been really pumping and grinding it out. So hope you guys dig it.
Definitely.
I'm gonna get this another video here. We have this one that says it's Josh Ghost. So
Oh yeah, that's one of our artists. That's one of our favorites.
Yeah, Josh. Shout out to Josh Lopez,
Yeah.
killer guitar player and bass player as well for Immortal Guardian. Great musician, great dude, and yeah, he's been one of our artists for a few years now. Incredible player.
we'll go and get that. Let me transition and there's
And just to note, Josh is one of the few people that we have on our roster that does all of his content in house as well. Oh my bad.
Oh no, you're good. I started as you were going to talk. Go ahead. What were you?
Oh,
saying?
sorry, I was watching on the screen, but I was just saying, just to note that Josh is one of the few creators that we have in our on our roster that play, record,
Mix and
edit,
master, yeah.
film, mix and master everything. So he did this video himself, and I just added like a little bit of slide text on the side. So all that production's him.
Yeah, give him a round of applause.
Yes, definitely. That was really nice. Somebody was asking, what's
Wow.
retail on that flamingo?
If the 8-string variation, the one he's playing, it's $9.99 USD,
Well, that's
which is
not
a
bad at
steal
all.
for that
Yeah.
thing. No, it's not. Yeah,
Those high
And
but yeah, that
pickups sound
flamingo's hot.
great as well.
yeah. And the hives, is that active or is that passive?
They are passive. Yeah, we're big on passive pups, but they all do come with battery compartments in the event that you wanted to swap to active, because we know our market. We know a lot of people like to swap to active, and just to do you guys the solid, we just threw that in there just to make it as easy as possible if you ever want to swap them. A lot of people are confused on that, but it's like, well, we're cool. You know?
It's like putting a cup holder in your car.
Yeah, you don't
Right.
have to.
You don't have to use
But
it.
when you need it, it's there. You know.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, do we have a retailer in the UK?
No, not. I'm working on it, man. I'm trying to get someone solid there in the UK.
Feel that.
It's kind of tough. The closest would be Toman. I know that's technically not the UK, but it's it's not too bad for you guys. But I'm working on it. Sorry, we don't have anything active right now, but hopefully soon. It's tough. My car doesn't have any cup holders.
My car has
Is
only
your car a bicycle?
I mean, some bicycles also have cup holders.
my car has only 2 cup holders, and it's really annoying.
When can you get a Legator V? Dude, we've done many Vs. We actually even have I have a one of a kind custom right now on Reverb if you want to check it out. It's this purple sparkle finish. It's amazing.
If someone can drop it in chat,
But we've made Vs a lot.
slap.
We've done multi-scale Vs. Steven has a multi-scale 7-string V.
that was really cool.
We do runs here and there. Single cut with a 3/3 headstock. Yeah, dude, it's funny you mentioned that. We do have something in the works that's very similar to what you're describing. We've done that
So-
before as well.
Is that like the all? Is that what he's describing?
Yeah, we used to, we did the Helio series for a while, which
Oh,
was a
yeah.
single cut as well as a double cut with a 3/3 headstock. But
Just,
yeah, we're gonna be doing so, possibly revisiting that.
I'm sorry, I was just gonna say real quick, if one of you are the day-night duo, or
Yeah, sorry, that's me. That's like
yeah,
the
okay.
this
No, I was just
that I
gonna
use.
say, you're good to go ahead and post any links that you need to. So
Yeah, we modded
Um,
you.
Thank you.
To answer your
Nice.
question,
I'm not worthy.
Lil Amigo,
I'm not worthy.
how we named the model, the product model numbers and all that stuff, it's basically like the letter at the beginning is the body or the model. So like G for ghost, N for ninja. Obviously the number following that is the string count, for example, 7, and then F is the multi-scale, or if it doesn't have an F, it's standard, or if it has like a Floyd Rose, it'll say FR. And then the last letter is the series that it falls in. So we have the S, the P, the OD, and then the X series, which is basically the different tiers
Mhm.
or different series. So it's like body style, string count, orientation, series.
Yep.
Just to answer that. I know it's a little, trust me, I get confused too, man. When you have so many freaking models that you work with and you make over the years, it gets a little convoluted for sure.
well, we'll go ahead and play another video here. This one is another Does It Grind? It's the VK100.
Oh, that's the
So-
Valking. Short story on this is I actually was able to find this amp for I think $300, and
Really?
it was just like, hey, yeah. So it was just like, hey, this is the cheapest tube amp I could find, get my hands on. Can it be metal? That was the whole, that's that thesis.
Well, I guess we're about to find out, and chat, let us
Find out.
know. Does this grind?
Please grind me.
The face.
That face. That was.
It brinds and grinds.
It brinds and grinds. It'll be your grind. We grind to brine.
Oh man.
Yeah, so the sweats, just the chat's poking at the sweat. The sweats because I just need to do another take every time I mess up. And the more sweat there is, the more takes I've done.
He's also running the camera at the same time with his third arm. So
He's just putting his heart and soul into it, guys. He's given everything he's got for this content.
So in the content where I'm playing guitar, that's actually my girlfriend holding the camera. So shout out to her.
Yeah, that was pretty nice. I like the tapping part in there too. I actually watched that video before the podcast, and I was like, "Ooh, this is a nice video to kind
man.
of show the people." And
it's the Mill special right there.
Yeah, the
That's-
tappy bits.
Yeah.
I can't alternate pick really fast, but I play drums, and this is the best thing I can do.
Mel's
So-
Mel's the tappy boy, and Ryan's the sweepy boy.
well, should we show the Fortin Blade demo?
Oh yeah, so I guess background on this. The Fortin Blade is the signature Whitechapel pedal. So that is the pedal that they use live. And if you want that Whitechapel tone, figure out how to tune it in, dial it in. That is the pedal that should give you that. I don't know if I achieved Whitechapel status in this video, but I definitely tried.
Let's find out.
Sorry, I did not switch over. There we go. That was pretty nice. That so
Yeah, it's-
was that a Mesa Boogie
Sick.
amp you were playing through, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be the blade through the Mesa Boogie. I think it's a triple rack or a dual rack. I don't
Was it
remember.
dual
I think it's a dual rack. Yeah. So, fun fact, that is what they used on not the most recent record, but the record before that.
Okay.
So that's what Whitechapel used on the record before. I tried to
Sweet.
emulate that tone, but the drums that I have are a little bit to like my taste, so it doesn't necessarily feel 100% like the record, but I definitely give him a best shot.
Dread Knight 88's asking, do you guys have any flying V's to show?
No, we're actually in a studio right now. We're not at Legator HQ,
We're-
so we're kind of our options are limited to our personal guitars.
So we brought as much as we could.
Sorry, so no, I don't have a V.
Now,
I apologize.
Mel, you did post a link for some of the V's, correct?
Yeah,
I can drop it again, but if you guys are looking
that's
for,
literally the last V we have left too right now. Is that custom? We might do another V run later. I mean, we usually do 1 or 2 a year of random V runs and stuff that are cool.
The people want the V's.
everyone asks you guys, you ask about them, but you never, then it comes time to buying, you never do, so.
I'm gonna start polling the chat. Like, hey, if you talk about the V, you
Put in your pre-orders now.
So that's why we only do limited runs, because we end up sitting on them for a bit, and yeah.
Let's see here. Should we play the SP7F Thrash video?
Oh,
yeah.
that's the Spectre demo.
Jacob destroyed this demo. Super cool, super thrashy. We do have that guitar with us.
That was
here.
the one that Mel had out earlier.
This is actually our newest headless release. It's called the Spectre model. It's like the new sister model to the Ghost. Super cool. It's basically kind of like a Type X body kind of thing. Like, I don't know. It's like if the Jackson Warrior had like a kid with our Ghost, and that's what this is basically is. It's super sick, super mean. It's the most aggressive guitar probably that we have. And yeah, it does come in flamingo. That was almost like, why not? Super death metal machine guitar. But yeah, this thing's awesome. Most comfortable, crazy design guitar we've ever played. So really recommend if you guys
Yeah,
are
I
into
like that.
pointy chug machine guitars.
And then also, before we start this video, Hardwire TV is asking in chat, if you do a V run, will lefties be available?
It's very possible. I don't, this is a good point. I don't think we've actually ever done a lefty V. We do a lot of lefty runs though. We actually have lefties in stock now, but I don't think we've ever done a V lefty, but I wouldn't rule it out, man.
Someone is also asking if we have a non-floating trem, non-multi-scale 7-string.
No, we do not. Yeah, there's no point. If there's not multi-scale, why we want to have a trem on there? I don't know. That's how we look at it, because it's like, because we do like we have a lot of models coming out with like Godo trems, so they don't have the locking nut. So like I understand like if you don't want a Floyd Rose, I know it's kind of a hassle to maintain and stuff with the locking nut and changing tunings. But when we're using like a Godo 510T or something, like there's no reason not to have it on there. We're big advocates on like tremolos and dive bombs and fun stuff like that. Or we do like the extended range or like the multi-scale if you're trying to down tune. So we think that appeals to both of our markets. But no, at the moment, we unfortunately don't just do like a hardtail standard 7-string. If you really wanted one, we could definitely do like a custom X order if that's what you're adamant about. We'll definitely accommodate you. But yeah, as far as production goes, not currently. We just don't really see the need for it, at least for us. It's just not really something that we need to do right now.
Embrace the dive bombs.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're shredders, and so it's either like you down tune or you're shredding.
Right.
There's no harm in having a Godo, man. I strongly recommend checking one out. Like if you don't use trems, you get on it, man. It's a lot of fun.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and get this video shown here, and then there's actually another video about Deceptor, or is it Deceptor or is it a Spectre?
Spectre.
Spectre.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there is
Yeah.
another video with the Spectre that I'll go ahead and show after as well, after this one that I've seen in here. So
Yeah, they're killer demos. Eric killed that one as well.
let's go ahead and get this one here. That was really sick. Somebody's
That was
asking
sick.
if you guys have any plans of
damn.
making traveling short body guitars or anything along those lines.
I mean, that's basically a ghost.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's basically a ghost.
The ghost model will cover you there. So yeah, check out the ghost if you haven't seen it already.
It's hard to show this. It's hard to show this to scale.
Yeah,
but,
Rubber
like,
Dave.
Yeah, that even is really small too.
What Rubber Dave? The one thing I like the most about this particular guitar, the Spectre, is that I don't really like the X body shapes because they're super like bulky for me. But this one, like, it hugs your body really nicely, especially when you play it like classical, like Mel's doing right now.
Yeah, can you guys see that? Get kind of idea of the size. I'm not really big on giant, big, bulky guitars. It's not really my thing. So we like to be very compact, modern, sleek, and ergonomic, and that's we definitely follow. Stay
My
true to
body
that.
could use a hug. Oh,
That body needs a hug. Dude, that body. This body
Yeah.
could use a target to attack. That's all it needs, dude. To still destroy anything. It's supposed to be a battle axe, man.
Well, I'll go ahead and I got this other Spectre video here. I'll go ahead and get this one showing, and we shall be back in as soon as this video is over. So.
So is this Spectre a limited run? Or are you planning to actually use it permanently? Like, is there going to be an exclusive?
So, we actually began as a limited run specifically for a small kind of presentation attorneys, and then it got but we just do that. So yeah, it wasn't a plan. I actually put this together and kind of just to like do something fun with it, like a hardcore metal guys. And then yeah, I got some reception in my pipe, and then I really started asking me for it, and I was like, well, I guess we're running it now. So yeah. So I don't know exactly if we're gonna do like that series treatment. I'm not a fan. I mean, we would take early but it's possible. I don't know. I don't have any plans right now. But we're gonna run it. We'll probably change it. Like that.
That was really nice. Now,
Yeah, Eric's
I was just gonna ask. I noticed the neck on there. It seems like it's. I don't know if it's stained or if that's different woods on the neck of that
No,
guitar.
it's not. We use high quality ebony for any of our production models, and a lot of times they come out really figured, which I'm a huge fan of. So it's actually like some companies call it like royal ebony, and they'll upcharge the hell out of you on it or whatever. But we just throw it on our production models. It's not custom or anything like that. A lot of people ask us this. We just like handpick a lot of nice pieces of ebony for our guitars, and yeah, we like to get the exotic stuff if we can get our hands on it and give it to you for the same price. So yeah, it looks incredible, right? I mean, I don't know, I love that. It pops super hard.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, it's very random, when you cut an open like into ebony, you just kind of don't know what you're gonna get, to be honest. And we try to go for the cool ones. It's a preference, honestly.
Quick question. Somebody was just asking, I'm assuming the answers to this is going to be yes. They're asking if they need to be present whenever we do the giveaway to win. I'm assuming.
No,
No. Okay.
you do not. That would be mean. No. I know it's probably late for a lot of you guys.
Right, and I know some people. I know some giveaways people require it to be present. That's why I figured I would just go ahead and ask.
Oh no, for sure. Yeah, no, and it's totally a fair question. No, we didn't want to rule anyone out, and so no, you're eligible as long as you enter the thing, and I'll be contacting you via email if you go things by, and everyone leaves the chat. But I hope you guys are here for the community and the sake of what we're trying to put together here. So I do appreciate everyone who has hung through all of this, and I am excited to give you guys a guitar and hope you guys enjoy it as well. But no, you don't necessarily have to be active in the chat at the time that we announce it, which should be shortly, I imagine.
Yeah, we will be doing that shortly. It's just I'm sure I know we're having a good time, and I hope everybody in chat's having a good time as well. I'm enjoying watching these videos and just having a nice chat about all the different products that you guys offer, and even about you guys' bands as well. It's been really fun
Yeah.
throughout this whole time.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, we're always available if anyone has any questions that I didn't get to or any time. Make sure you join the Legator Discord channel. It's a super cool community that we like to do a lot of cool Discord events and stuff like that. We did like a shred collab before. We're actually working on something right now as well, and we'll be doing giveaways and special deals and stuff like that in our Discord. So if you guys are ever looking for like other like-minded people to collab or like link up with, that's always a good place if you guys are interested.
And then let me see. Sanjian was just asking how long until the next Shredfest. I don't know.
June.
June. Okay,
I
so
know.
we're
We were talking about it on Saturday.
right.
June
So
it's gonna
we're
be.
we're hoping shooting for around June with that. So as Venom had just said. So
Question. One video that I saw from watching the Legator Guitars stream was the FGN video that you made. Can we show that?
the FGN
That
2021.
Freaking awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
The fire, dude.
Yeah.
If you guys like
That is a
pyrotechnics,
great video.
this is our
Some
attempt.
fire content.
Some fire content.
Well,
And I actually played drums in that video.
nice. Well, I got
That's our other band that we have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Do you
the
want
other
to give us a rundown on FGN and what they're about?
Yeah, so FGN is the Fujigen factory. So FGN Guitars is another brand that I work with. Basically, for those of you who might not be familiar, they're like one of the most renowned guitar factories in the world, and definitely in Japan. They're known for like high precision quality. They make all the Ibanez like prestige models, the Fender MIJs. They produce Comparison. They make an array of high end models that just are insane builds. They're actually out of control. So they have their own house brand, which is FGN Guitars, and I was lucky enough to be invited to be a part of their team for the U.S. marketing and distribution. And of course, I brought on my guys Mel, Jacob, and everyone to be part of that as well. And yeah, so basically we do all the content, like the videos and stuff like that. And we also distribute the guitars here in the States. So now they are available for those of you guys might be interested. But they mainly focus on like the kind of like the vintage style guitars, but with like a modern take on it. They are incredible instruments. Some of the best builds I've ever played or seen. I couldn't stand behind them enough. And yeah, I'm super honored to be a part of this brand as well. So yeah, and then so this is a video we had put together. We pretty much brought out all the bells and whistles for this one. Mel like has compiled the skill set over so many years, and in this video he really went to town and put almost every element that he has, all his tricks in one video. And we went really ham on the writing and everything from production to the finish line, and we're pretty stoked on how it came out, honestly. Hope you guys dig it. It's pretty wild.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this video showed here.
This is a great video.
that was a really nice video. A lot of people in chat were saying Polyphia vibes.
That was amazing.
Yeah, obviously that's what we were going for. We are trying to like modernize this kind of company that's kind of known for more of like a vintage style and kind of make it open it up to the younger audience. So us as Polyphia fans and just of that genre itself, we obviously took a lot of inspiration from them. A lot of people give a shit for that or whatever, but we like it and we had fun making it, and I stand behind that it being pretty good song, honestly.
I mean, it has a breakdown that slaps too at the end, so like an interval.
Someone mentioned the bass tone, and I just wanted to say that bass is by far one of the best feeling and sounding basses I've ever played.
Ever. Yeah, it's
Like,
incredible.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, so check those guitars out. If you guys have any interest on fgnguitarsusa.com, you can
I'll
check
drop
out
a link.
the catalog, or FGN Guitars as well, just the main website. Either way. And yeah, they're gorgeous guitars. We had a lot of fun doing that. I almost burned my face off doing that, literally. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
So-
I can tell you how hot
Yeah.
that guitar was after the solo, and it wasn't because of the solo.
True roasted maple neck, true flame maple body.
Yep.
Now, it said at the end of
Yeah.
those videos, I'm sorry if you said this already, the guitars are made in Japan, is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah.
Distributed in you.
Yeah, distributed in the
Wide
U.S.,
variety.
made in Japan, out of arguably the best guitar factory in Japan.
Now, that white guitar that you were playing, Ryan, that looked, the body shape of it reminds me of like a Fender shape.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. It's like a super strat. I mean, they actually produce like the old MIJ Fenders as well, the same factory. But yeah, it's very on par with being like a Fender, but in my professional and personal opinion, kind of supersedes that the Fender builds that you see nowadays, as well as any other the brands that you might associate these guitars with. It's not like a knockoff brand. I know some people get that vibe, but like real talk, they're like better than Gibson Custom Shops and Fender Custom Shops. Like I stand by that. Again, it's just they're incredible.
I have a
Yeah,
friend who
how
has a American-made Fender Telecaster. I forget what year it's from, but he has one of those, and I let him try the FGN Tele body that we have. It's the Iliad. He played it for like 10 minutes. He's like, "This is so much better." So yeah, if you need any more,
Even before I actually knew who FGN were, I knew about the factory because it's something that Herman talks about quite a lot. Because he has a lot of guitars that were made there.
Yeah, that's why we have the motto, "If you know, you know." That's
Yeah.
kind of like a hint to like, them. If you're in the industry, like everybody knows who Fujigen is in the industry. Like they're like rock stars of the guitar industry, or like basically guitar samurais, essentially, is what they are.
Look, if you're in chat, look up the Fender Fujigen. Like you can look those up, and then you can see what the hype on them.
Between that and Fender, it's a bold statement. Yeah, but as someone who's worked in the industry for a long time, it's a true statement. We know what we're talking about. And yeah, no, but it's just that good. I'm not trying to like downplay Fender Customs. They're amazing, but that's what I'm just saying how good FGNs are.
Yeah.
I think this next video I was going to try to show, I don't think we showed it, it's going to be the Fortin Fuzz demo. Any
that's my
background to that
First
one?
one.
Man, that's a deep cut.
Deep cut.
Oh, so if you guys are looking for a multi-scale 6, that's one in the video.
One that you can't get anymore. But
All right, well, let's get this one showing.
Yeah, Black Sabbath.
yeah, that was the idea.
Yeah, that was the inspiration behind it. Someone was like, give me some Doom.
Yeah, short hair Mel.
Legitimately wearing the same clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely had some Black Sabbath vibes.
He's fucking sick.
Yeah, we were trying to market for that crowd and just be like, hey, if you want to pull out that tone, here it is. Here's an orange with a fuzz. Gotcha. Wearing the same clothes. I actually just played it live.
Yeah, you just did. You just recorded that.
Just did it right before the show.
Yeah, super sick video. You want that guitar? Yeah, of course. That's the one guitar.
So
Uh,
I'm gonna say that guitar was set up in drop C, and I find the most advantage. And I'm not speaking on behalf of Legator. I'm speaking on my personal. I find the most advantage of multi-scale like sixes if you're gonna go like
oh
that.
yeah,
range.
you have to go super low tune to
If you're
really
gonna-
take advantage of the.
Yeah, if you're gonna
what's
be using
offering.
a guitar in standard or drop D, I'd say a little with the drop D, right? There's a little bit of like string retention there, but I don't feel like there's a true benefit other than like
Drop
having.
D, you won't really notice it, in my
Yeah.
opinion. But yeah, if you're going like C sharp or C or lower or anything,
That's
some
where there's a
benefits there.
true benefit in having multi-scale, other than like being a hype beast.
Yeah, but it's a super cool guitar. I mean, we'll probably bring back multi-scale sixes at some point. I mean, it
Still
seems
thinking
like
about that purple
there's-
color change.
there's a demand for it. But what do you say we do like one more video and then we do the giveaway? I think
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah,
kind
that's
of
what
Yeah,
ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's
It's
do
like 5 in the
the
morning.
let's do the Hive pickup demo with me and
The
Jacob.
high pickup.
That
Okay.
one-
Yeah,
It's a good
that
one.
was
though.
a recent one me and him did.
Let's see where it is. It's going to be the Hive playthrough. Is that it?
Yes,
I believe, yeah, that should be it.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get that one going. That was really nice.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Hell yeah.
And that's the Hive pickups, correct? That's what.
Yes.
So the hype pickups is actually like what our P series guitars ship with.
And it's what the S series is going to be shipping with later down the line. We're switching over eventually.
Sorry about that. The laptop with the giveaway winner died.
Oh, Somebody's asking, does such guitar skills come with the guitar too?
We include a USB thumb drive that you can just pop into like the side right here, and it'll install all of the all the
so
skills you need.
So Cyberpunk 2077
It's
then.
one of those.
Yeah, I mean that's assuming you have the USB port right here.
Right.
Like everybody has that, right? Right?
Somebody asked, since the laptop died, does that mean that we all win?
If we had
Yes,
stock-
everyone in all 200 people in chat have to share the same guitar.
Yeah. You get a piece. You get a piece. You
You
get a
guys
piece.
all won a 15% discount on any purchase through our website.
I
though.
got did
You
did all
guys
the
want to
G string.
use the coupon code Unity 15 at checkout? It'll give you 15% off any purchase. So if you guys ever are interested, use it.
That is
So
something.
you guys did
someone-
win that. Everybody does win that.
Oprah, is that you?
Look under your chair, guys.
Imagine that would be scary.
You want a free guitar? Look under your chair, guys. We snuck into all of your houses without you noticing.
It was but a distraction.
I thought there was something under here.
We sent the little Legator elves into your houses and then like the guitar under your bed.
Yeah, Unity 15 for the discount coupon code, guys. For anyone who's interested in any of the guitars. I'm sorry I can't give a free guitar to everyone. I wish I could. If I could, I would. But unfortunately, I'm broke too. So it is what it is. But you know, but thank you guys. Really appreciate it. So I did, by the way, how this works is through a program. It's completely random. It's just generated. There's no trickery going on or anything for those of you who might get triggered, because I know it happens. So I apologize in advance. All right, so I did the drawing here. Are you guys ready?
Drum
You guys
roll.
have like a virtual drum roll or something?
Wait, do I have that here? Oh no, I'm not gonna attempt. I have like an audience clap. That's it.
Once again, though, before I do announce this, thank you for everyone who did partake in this. We do giveaways often. We're going to be doing another one in like a month or so. A huge thanks to Venom and the community here. We love you guys so much. We really feel honored to be a part of this really tight-knit community that's very positive, and that's just the best part about it. Everyone seems really positive and helps each other out, and that's what we stand for, and that's like our philosophy when it comes to everything. So I love it, and thank you guys again for being a part of it, or letting us be a part of this. We really appreciate it.
Our pleasure, honestly.
Yeah, super stoked. We'll have to do more stuff together for sure. All right, so we have two winners, by the way. The first winner gets the guitar as well as a plugin of their choice by Fortin Amps, and the second winner does get a Fortin plugin of their choice as well. So we have two winners. So it looks like the first winner here is Chris Sinnott. I don't know if I butchered his name, but it's Sinnott. I have no idea if you're in the chat or not, dude, but congratulations. I'm going to shoot you an email anyway. Congrats, Chris. You won yourself a G6S Ghost and a Ford.
Congrats, Chris.
Thanks for participating, man. Appreciate it.
It is as well,
That's
isn't
my
it?
fucking
Is
brother.
My fucking god.
Nice.
That's hell yes.
Wait, he's here?
Is he in the chat?
He's my brother.
Who's
He's
brother?
the lead
That's my-
singer of Vexing
That's
Hex.
my brother.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Yeah. No fucking way.
Oh, no.
GG.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, this wasn't
he?
rigged,
Where
guys.
is
I
he?
swear, I did a
Where
disclaimer.
is he?
This is completely
What the
random.
hell?
I don't even.
Honestly,
Yeah, I
get him in the chat.
I swear this is just a program that randomly chooses it.
no.
Get him in here, Grim. Get him in the chat
Did I
immediately.
put your last name? Is that
Yeah,
your
that's
last
my
name?
last. Yes.
No, he didn't.
Chorizo is my last name.
Well, congrats to your brother, man. He won. And then the second winner is Maxwell Mann. I think that's, at least that's the name that's on here, of Aurora, Colorado. Shout out to Maxwell.
Congrats.
I don't
Congrats.
know if you know, but is
Maxwell.
Maxwell in the chat?
Whose
I don't-
brother is that?
Whose brother?
Yeah, dude, that's my brother too. That's my other brother. That's my other brother.
Oh god.
You gotta be related.
It's a Venom. Yeah, it's Venom's like distant cousin he didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for participating in this. We really appreciate you guys again, and stay tuned. Follow us on our stream as well every Thursday at 5 p.m. Behind the Tone, where you see us three do a bunch of cool fun. All these videos that we do, we show you how we do it, and we do it from from scratch. And yeah, if you guys are interested in like behind the scenes stuff or how we do things, check us out. And thank you guys for everything. We appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next giveaway on the next Shredfest, because I'm sure we'll be there doing the same thing.
Yeah, probably.
Hell yes.
Yes. Well, should we send a party to somebody else? Another Rocksmith
Yes.
streamer?
Let's Yeah, let's make it someone small so they shit their own
Yep.
pants.
Okay.
when
So I'm seeing here. I went to the Rocksmith channel and kind of scrolled through. I seeing J Gamer is streaming. He only has 2 viewers right now. So should we go say hi to him?
yeah, let's do it.
All
Sounds
right.
like a
So we're gonna
plan.
go say hi to J Gamer, everybody.
I
Do
kinda
we
want-
have
Thanks everyone again.
Maxwell's my brother.
do we have a raid message for them to put?
Yeah.
Shredded.
Yeah, shredded. Got to grind.
Shred.
Oh, I like what Sai put. Unity Unite. Should we do that? Let's do that.
Yeah, all right.
Let's do
Okay.
Unity Unite. So everybody, Unity Unite in all caps. Thank you all for coming. It's been an amazing weekend as always.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me here too.
Yeah, thank you for
Appreciate
joining
helping
us.
spread the word.
Legator and Fortin and promoting.
Congrats to
Thank
your
you
brother,
for joining us
dude.
as well.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What are the odds?
Congrats.
Like really,
I cannot
what are the
believe it.
odds?
I can't
Credit.
believe
One
it.
in 3,000 something.
Holy
I want to see
shit.
that reaction.
Oh my god, here we go.
Yeah, we need your brother's reaction on
His
stream. bro.
face. Like, immediately, like
Oh my god.
all right.
Dude, this guy's night has been made.
I preemptively did this. I was like, before the stream ended, I was gonna give actually